Alright, this next deck that I'm going to be featuring is Fang's Amazoness deck. It's strictly a warrior beatdown deck. It's got no fancy synchro monsters, nothing like that. To start off, it runs one Amazoness Queen. When it's on the field, Amazoness monsters can't be destroyed by battle. It's a really good support monster. It's the only tribute monster in the deck. 3 Amazoness Swordswoman. The best offensive monster, best at attacking. It's really good. The opponent takes all the battle damage regardless of the outcome. 1 Amazoness Chainmaster. When it's sent to the field, to the graveyard by battle, you have the choice to pay 1,500 life points to look at your opponent's hand, and if there's a monster card, you can take it and you can possibly use it that duel. It can stop a lot of people. It can mess up a lot of big plays. 3 Amazoness Paladin, the big beat stick of the deck. 4-star, it hits the field with 1,800 attack. With Solidarity, it's 2,600, and it gains 100 more for every Amazoness monster. 3 Amazoness Sage, pretty much breaker for the deck. Destroys a back row after the damage step. You can target spell trap cards. Next, we've got 3 Amazoness Trainee. It's really good when it wins in a battle. It gains 200 more attack, and when it destroys the opponent's monster, it sends it to the bottom of their deck instead of the graveyard. So it messes with like a lot of different style of decks, like zombies and stuff that utilize the graveyard. Next, we've got 3 Amazoness Scouts. Really good support for the Amazon monsters. Kind of like Effect Veiler, only they've got to be on the field. And the last set of monsters is 3 Warrior Lady of the Wasteland. And this is pretty much the engine. It's the recruiter. It brings the Amazon monsters from the deck to the field. And because of Solidarity, this is pretty strong actually for a recruiter. And all the Amazons it pulls are pretty strong too. Alright, for spells, 3 Amazoness Village, the Heart and Soul. It is very important that you get this field card on the field as fast as you can. It's also pretty good because this deck runs field cards, so you can mess with people who use like agents and zombie world, any other type of weird like field cards that you may run into. Just change your field. It's really good. It speeds up the deck immensely. Because it's so important to get that on the field as fast as possible, this deck runs 2 Terraforming to search it out, so make sure you always have one in the hand. Next, we've got 3 Solidarity. Boosts the Amazon monsters a lot, so they can run over a lot of things, and they can deal your opponent's damage. They can inflict damage to your opponent's life points very quickly. Alright, the next card we've got, 1, My Body as a Shield. This is put in to protect the Amazon's monsters, try to keep them on the field, particularly Amazoness Queen, or any of the ones that you don't want to be destroyed by effects. And then we've got 1 Rhoda, because everything's warrior, and everything except Amazoness Queen can be targeted and pulled from the deck to the hand with this card. So that's pretty much a staple for any warrior-based deck. Next, we've got 1 Pot of Avarice. Because this field card causes a lot of the Amazon monsters to end up in the graveyard quite often, you'll be recycling them with this and drawing 2 cards. So it helps out. 1 seems to be enough. 1 Foolish Burial. Throw a Queen in the graveyard. Then you can just Monster Reborn it back, or whatever. Speaking of Monster Reborn, the deck has Monster Reborn, staple. And 1 Dark Hole, staple, for monster removal. Field clear. 1 MST, more magic and trap removal. 1 Swords, because the deck doesn't have a whole lot of drawing, so we stall with Swords of Revealing Light. and 1 Smashing Ground. So if there's ever some monster that you can't run over for whatever reason, you can just smash it. And for the traps are quite simple. We have 1 Royal Decree, so you can stop Mirror Force, stop Bottomless, stop any kind of back row defense they may have, so your Amazons can start that beatdown. 1 Solemn Judgement, same sort of deal as Royal Decree, only it's a lot more, you can use it a lot more in a lot of different situations. And the last spell card, called the Haunted, just to get Amazon's Queen or just Amazon Swordsman or whatever you need to get. Alright, that's the Fang's Amazon's deck. It's a pretty semi-competitive deck, it's real fun. 40 cards.